All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Athlete Artist Show. I am the artist Kyle Forge alongside the athlete, professional hockey player, Zach Boychuk. Season 6, Episode 16, presented by BETHOG, Sportsbook, and Casino. Our friends at BETHOG, thank you guys for partnering with us. We've been having a blast on BETHOG on our streams. We've last week was great, or actually this past weekend we had a great time there. Last night on our stream, we're filming this on Thursday. We streamed on Wednesday. This week we got absolutely just hosed, just rocked.
Played a lot of different games though. That was fun. We
did.
tried some different stuff.
Yeah. We usually stick to blackjack and like we used to stick to crash a lot. Some mines, but yeah, we found some BETHOG original games. That Frogger game was addicting, dude. Like I could spend all day playing that Frogger game.
Clicking that button, trying to get across the road.
Literally, I was just like trying to go as fast as I could. It took a couple of tries to figure out how it actually worked. I think you getting hit by the car or whatever is predetermined, and I thought you were just trying to get by as fast as you could before the cars come, but it wasn't the case. I was trying to treat it like an actual Frogger game. But
no, just a luck game, no skill involved.
Yeah, just a luck game. So it's like you can go as far as you can, and then take the cash if you don't think you're gonna get all the way across. But yeah,
cash out. We did not cash out enough.
No, Maria, the AI blackjack dealer was crazy. She fleeced us last night. The amount of 21 she gets is insane.
Unlimited aces.
Unlimited high cards too, like just nuts. Like I don't know who's shuffling that deck or who's switching those decks around, but it's the AI is an interesting one to play against. Played some roulette too. What was the other interesting game that we played? Oh, there was that like I think it was like a bird climbing game where you climb up the tree. That one was a little confusing, but I think if you get it, it could be pretty fun to watch. It's like
We played
race.
Plinko for a while.
Plinko, yeah, that one was fun too. That's the one I was thinking of. That one's addicting too, dude. I could spend all day trying to get those, especially on our first try. It like hit the green too, hit the highest multiplier on the low risk one. So we were like, oh, this is easy. And then as we increase it, we just continue to lose money. I was like, all right.
Fun game though.
That's how they get you hooked. We lost our NBA bet. Lakers.
No.
Cavs. Yeah, Cavs smoked the Lakers. But Bronny James had a nice dunk at one point in the game. So
he's out of the G League. He's back up with the Lakers.
Yeah, he's been playing back up. LeBron, I saw LeBron come out and say, he's like, yeah, my mom gets to watch her son and her grandson play in an NBA game at the same time. I'm just starting to realize how crazy that is.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that family's. Just imagine like being able to play professional hockey with your son. Like,
yeah, I don't think I'll be playing 18 more years unless I buy a team like Yager did.
When did LeBron? I wonder when LeBron had his kid. Then he must have been pretty young, like pretty early on in his career when Bronny was born. Then,
yeah, probably really young, 18, 19 maybe.
Wow, that's crazy. Tough time to do it. Being on the road, playing pro ball. Yeah, BETHOG. Thank you to BETHOG. You've got all your favorite sports games or sports books, sports bets, and casino games. That's what I was trying to say. Head to bethog.com. Use promo code AAS for a nice welcome bonus. Chucky, hockey news this week. No, for once we don't have an Olympic update on the arena. I don't know if that's good news or bad news. Sometimes no news is good news. But who knows what they're. I mean, I feel like it's going to be okay. It's just an interesting situation. I saw another thing the other day about like Saudi Arabia put up I don't know if it was a soccer stadium or a boxing stadium in like 2 months. That was like 4 times the capacity of this arena. I'm like, we should have just brought those guys out to build this thing.
That would have been better. A little bit quicker pace instead of the 6 years it's taken Italy right now.
Yeah. But on the Olympics, I think the one of the biggest talks that's going around right now is Cole Caufield not being named to the team, especially with how he's been playing. You mentioned on the stream yesterday how the Olympics are doing 3-on-3 OT, which is I think is nuts in the Olympics. But
That's what I heard. If that's true, then Caulfield should be on the team. Like
even
he's an
crazier,
automatic overtime 3-on-3 guy.
yeah, it's I think even in general, but 100% I agree, especially if there's 3-on-3, like Cole Caufield should be on the team. He's just too good, dude. Like
There's
I
still a chance if there's any injuries in the last week here.
yeah, hopefully like I said on the stream, like you don't want to wish injuries on anybody, but I also do want, yeah, you're right. I just double checked this. It says men's hockey games tied after 60 minutes will feature a 5-minute 3-on-3 sudden death overtime period, followed by a shootout if necessary. Oh, that's not good. I don't want the shootout.
That would be the worst.
It's this
In the gold medal game?
gold medal game, the same 3-on-3 and shootout rules apply to the final.
Horrible.
Um,
Who would
yeah,
Canada's shootout guys even be? I guess you got McDavid. He's probably decent at it.
yeah, McDavid for sure. Celebrini,
So is he good at it?
I feel like his hands are pretty good.
I feel like the best guys aren't going. Like Zegras, he's not going. He's one of the best. Patty Kane, he's one of the best. He's not
Yeah.
going.
Yeah, it shocked me when Kane didn't get named to the team too. Just like I figured he'd be kind of like Doughty. Like everyone's just railing on Doughty and his point production or his plus minus or whatever. It's like, well, he's a locker room like glue guy. Like he's been there before. He was there at 18. He's a leader.
Yeah.
He's won cups. He won the Olympics. Like
And you need him for the shootout.
but then Kane, like same thing. Like I think Kane should have been there pretty much just out of respect. Like one thing, it's his probably might be the last time that he got a chance to go, and they're not bringing him. Like in 4 years,
Yeah.
he'll be even older. Like right now, he's still producing. He's obviously still a leader. Like he could be a glue guy in that locker room. But Zegras has a lot of time to go still. But yeah, he's had a bounce back year. I'm so happy for Zegras, man. Like just watching everything that he's been through the last few years and struggled with injuries and production, and now getting this new start in Philly. He's just lighting it up. Like you said in the shootouts, he's insane.
Crazy. He's like over 50%, I think.
I think he might have the best overall shootout percentage ever to start a
Yeah, I
career,
think you're right.
which is nuts. Like,
Not bad.
what's his shootout percentage? It
I'm pretty
says,
sure it's like 67%.
yeah, it says, I think this one might be old. It says he's 17 for 25, so 68%. Yeah. I don't know if he's had one since that got updated, but yeah, crazy. I think
I feel like he's had more than that many shootouts, no? Are you on Chat GPT or what are you
no, I
Googling?
just googled it. Let me see if this is NHL. This is NHL records, but
Grok says 17 shootout goals on 28 attempts,
okay.
60.7% success rate.
So yeah, that's regardless, that's high. So he's depending on how many he has, he sits between 60 to 68%. So in there, which is pretty high.
Yeah, like high shootouts is like 35% or
Yeah,
33%. To be 67 or 60.7, that's insane.
literally every other attempt is just or more. Crazy.
More, yeah.
Yeah, Olympics will be interesting as we kind of get into one thing we actually based off of that with Point being potentially injured, but Dard's been pretty cold since he came back from injury. So is that hurting his chances to get into the Olympics now? Like if he came back, I think the injury hurt him overall, being put out for that amount of time and then coming back and kind of having a cold return to start. It's not. I don't think it's helping his chances.
I think he's only got like one goal in his last 9 or 10 games, and he could be playing a little bit hurt. So
yeah,
doesn't look good for him. I'd be taking Bennett or somebody else over him at this point.
Yeah, I would take Bennett as long as it's not Hyman. Hyman cannot be on the Olympic team.
What about Shifley? He's a righty. Would
Shifley's
he fit,
dope. I like
would he fit
Shifley.
in there?
I like Shifley. I think Bennett deserves it a little bit more, just based off of his play and with the Panthers in the playoffs the last couple years. But, yeah, just not Hyman.
Not Shaq Hyman.
They don't need a guy to sit in front of the net and bang in McDavid's rebounds. Okay, they need some grit and skill, and Bennett's got both.
Yeah, that's probably true. But Hyman is used to playing McDavid, so sometimes
he is.
that factors in.
Yeah, if they have a D injury, I hope it's not Shifley, Schaefer, which I hope Schaefer gets named, but yeah, we'll see. Time will tell. Obviously, again, we don't hope for injuries, but if there are, these are the guys that we're thinking could have a shot at getting in. Speaking of D-men, and well, we just mentioned the Oilers and Hyman and Bouchard. We just talked about this before we started recording. Bouchard, part of history with who am I thinking? Was it Ekholm or?
Yeah,
it was Ekholm.
I think it was Ekholm.
Yeah, first D-man ever to have back-to-back hat tricks, back-to-back nights. Obviously,
all the Oilers. The Oilers are buzzing right now.
Crazy.
Or their defensemen are.
And then overall, this stat is crazy, dude. 29 hat tricks in the NHL in the past month.
That's nuts. That's got to be a record.
Has to be a record.
Boys are scoring right now.
It's just insane. Like
Darlene had one the other night. He's a defenseman. A lot of D hat tricks.
Yeah, which is, I mean, that's cool to see for the D-men. It's opening things up a lot, but like 29 overall is insane. Just guys are scoring.
There's Crooks.
I heard some.
Crooks is ready for some breakfast.
I was like, what is? He had his breakfast already. He's already wanting his lunch. Yeah, the hat tricks. Like, as someone who played in the league and sees kind of how things have developed skill wise and how the league develops, like 29 hat tricks. Have you ever seen any sort of production like that, even close to that? Like, obviously, we talked about 29 being a record, but like, would you ever think that you'll see 29 hat tricks in a month in the NHL?
Yeah, I feel like back in the day, you might see like a few a month, like maybe 3 or 4 or something like that. Like, pretty rare. That was when like Jamie Benn was leading the whole league with like 82 points or 87 points. Now all these guys are, getting over 100 points. D-men are basically forwards now. They're scoring hat tricks left and right, and it's crazy how much the game's changed. The goalie's gear is smaller, a lot more. Their save percentages are awful. Everybody just plays offense, so it helps with the guys to be getting their hat tricks and getting paid after that.
Apparently, I just saw. I don't know how accurate this is, but this was posted 13 hours ago. It says, after tonight, January 2026 is tied for the most hat tricks in a single month in NHL history.
Already, and there's still a couple days left.
It's crazy.
Probably see a couple more before the February Olympic break.
So the NHL's 29th hat trick since January 1st, tied December 1985 for the most during a calendar month in league history.
1985. That's like back when the Oilers were scoring probably 8 goals a game.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Back when the goalies didn't go down, no butterfly.
Yeah, back when the pads were half the size. But
games changed.
Nuts. Speaking of goalies, goalie fight the other night. I forget if this happened before or after we recorded last week, but Bobrovsky, Florida versus San Jose. What was the other goalie's name again? I forget how to pronounce his name.
Nedeljkovic,
Bobrovsky, goalie fight. Bob zooming down the ice in the scrum in the corner. Best way to break up a scrum, too. Like, everyone was in the scrum in the corner. As soon as Bob comes down, the goalies start going at it. Everyone just stops, and they're like, whoa, what's going on?
Everybody wants to watch that. The Sharks are an exciting team to play, and Florida's mad right now. They're not even in a playoff spot, so
Yeah, that I mean, everybody loves a goalie fight. I think, and it was nice to see it actually happen because I feel like refs and officials have been breaking them up more in recent years. Whenever they try to, like, I think it was last year, the year before, when Flower wanted to fight Binnington, and the refs wouldn't
yeah.
let him go. But this one, and the funny thing, guys, I heard Matthew Tkachuk talking about it on his podcast with Brady. They all thought that the goalies were getting tossed. And so Bob goes down the tunnel and the refs go up to the bench and they're like, yeah, they can come back. It's all good. They're like,
No
what?
way. Do they normally have to go off?
I
Like, do they
didn't.
know, like, they don't have to go to the box and serve the penalty, but I
Yeah,
thought for sure they'd get kicked out of the game.
I don't know. Like, I think maybe if because Bob crossed the center line, that might have been why he would have gotten kicked out. But yeah, they're like, no, it's fine. Go back.
That's
So
unreal.
so when he skated back out, like the place went nuts.
Was it in Florida?
I believe it was. Yeah. No, I think it was in.
The Shark Tank?
No, yeah, it was in Florida. So yeah, that'd be why the crowd went nuts.
That's sweet.
Just so cool to see that, especially when it's like a legend like Bob.
He's getting to be GOAT status. So he's got a couple cups now. What was it? 2 cups? 3 cups?
Two with Florida. Did he win one before the last 2 years?
I don't know if he was there in Philly when they won back in the day, but he definitely wasn't playing.
Yeah, two back to back with Florida. Yeah, so two Vesnas, two Stanley Cups, now a fight.
Not bad. And that
So
Nadalkovich, I think he has a goalie goal this year or last year and an assist. So they're calling that he's got the Gordie Howe for a goalie
the
fight now.
the goalie Gordy, that's
It's a
pretty sick.
goalie Gordie.
That's sick. Good for him, man. That team, like they've had some pretty solid goaltending this year.
Really solid.
San Jose's a good team, man. They're fun to watch, like you said,
Holding on to a playoff spot.
which is insane.
It's
No
pretty
one
tight
thought
though.
no one thought that coming into the year.
No,
They definitely won't be fighting for McKenna at the end of the year. That's for sure.
I don't think so. Celebrini and McKenna won't be playing together.
No, but we just mentioned this before we start recording too. The Athletic has McKenna ranked at fourth.
Which is crazy. He's going 1 or 2, like automatic.
This is why nobody cares about the Athletic. Like they just like I talk a lot of shit, but like putting McKenna at fourth is insane.
That's just clickbait material, I think.
Like all the people at the Athletic are just off their rocker if they believe that.
So what, you got Stenberg, Verhoff, and who is the other guy that's ahead of McKenna? Can't even name anybody.
Chase Reed and Sault Ste. Marie.
Wake up, Athletic.
There's a quite a big difference between the OHL and the NCAA. And it's not like people are acting like McKenna's playing bad. Like he's not playing bad. He's just not being the world beater that everyone thought he would be in his first year. But he's also been picking it up since the World Juniors. Like he scored 6 goals since then.
Yeah, you had a Hattie.
Yeah, he had 4 goals going into the tournament, and now he's 10, 19, and 29. He's played 22 games. He has 29 points now. He's
And they got that outdoor game coming this weekend. That looks pretty sick.
yeah. So like he's already picked up production and play since World Juniors ended going into the second half of the season. So
Got his confidence back.
and that's exactly what we talked about too. Like it was an adjustment. Like I think it said a lot about him not wanting to stay in the dub where he could have had 200 points this year, and he wants to take the step up, play against the older guys, make sure he gets more prepared to play professional hockey against older, bigger, stronger guys. So then he's not just getting tossed around his first year if he ends up playing next year or the year after, whenever he ends up actually going to the NHL. But like he wanted that challenge, which I think says a lot about him, rather than staying in junior, padding your stats because you've already been lighting it up for 2 years. So
Yeah, and he gets to eat Taco Bell before the game, apparently, or the night before the game. Have you seen that interview that they did?
No,
They're crushing Taco Bell.
that's their pregame is Taco Bell.
Apparently, like scored one game, and then like that was his ritual. Had to go to Taco Bell. I don't know if it was the night before the game or the day of the game, but no, like all jokes aside, like he's training a lot more. His body's going to be ready for it. He's playing against men. His body's going to be more ready to play in the NHL. I wish more guys could go that route, and especially when they're 18, 19, 20, go play there. And if you have to maybe play in the American League for a year or two, that's the good thing about that new 19-year-old rule coming in. They can have one guy on each team that's 19 that can play in the American League. But yeah, if you don't want to play in the American League, go play college. And there's it's not many guys that are ready to play in the NHL, right when they're 18, 19. Look at Zane Parekh right now.
Yeah.
He's down in the AHL and lighting it up. I think he had like 4 points the other night. So those are the games where he's playing lots, first power play. He's probably playing like 25, 30 minutes, and they can't keep him down there because the rule doesn't come into effect till next year. So
Oh,
I don't know what he's going to be doing during Olympic break. There's no hockey. He can't go down, and I guess he's just going to be working out and maybe going on a trip or something. I don't know.
get some training in, some off-season training, or not off-season, but some break training in.
Yeah,
As you talked about that, you know who I think would have benefited a lot from the NCAA being able to go from major junior to the NCAA is Shane Wright.
yeah, he could have for sure because they sent him back to junior at like when he was 18 or 19, and
Yeah,
he was too good for that league already.
yeah, and then he played in the A for a little bit, and he's just kind of struggled to get his footing and find a place and produce at a high level like everyone thought he was going to be. Because he was another one of those guys that was so highly touted coming in,
Hmm.
and then he gets in the league and has struggles. Can you?
Well, now
Yeah,
they're talking about trading him already.
yeah,
Seattle wants to get like a bona fide top six guy, and they feel like he's kind of more of a third or fourth line guy. So, and he slipped in the draft because of it too. So,
yeah. Ow! What are you doing? Why are you biting me? Oh, brat.
but especially if you have the late birthday like McKenna does, like Matthews did it back in the day. He went and played in Switzerland. But
Yeah,
if you don't have the late birthday, then I guess you're probably still in junior when you're 17, 18. But if you have the late birthday, for sure, be going college, try and light it up and play against men in college.
yeah, for sure. I have a late birthday too, so I graduated high school when I was 17, started university when I was 18, or when I was 17 as well. Didn't turn 18 till like almost the end of the first semester of
Yeah,
university. So I
would have been good for you too.
I think you could go. Well, I wasn't playing hockey though, so I was far past that point. Um, oh, I just lost my train of thought. I was gonna say I think you could go a year early though too, depending on
Like go, if you get your schooling done quick enough and
yeah.
then
I
go
think
as a 17-year-old.
yeah, I think that's a possibility. Uh,
Yeah, that's probably what Celebrini did because he was pretty young when he was playing NCAA.
Let me see. That's a good question. Did Celebrini
Yeah,
early?
he was born in June, so his birthday is not late.
Yeah. So he
He would have fast tracked his schooling,
yeah. So
I think.
yeah,
I
that's
think
what it
that's
says
how,
here
right?
too. Yeah, it says Celebrini accelerated his schooling to start college early by fast tracking his high school academics. So yeah, so I mean,
Aiko would have done that too,
Iko
because
would
he
have done
played
that. And I think it's easier
maybe.
now because hockey players are actually start to care about their grades a little bit more. Back when I was in high school, hockey players didn't give a shit about their grades.
No, not one bit. I was still a good student though.
Were you?
I could have played college if I had the opportunity, but
That's good.
Verhoff, he's 17, so he would have had to fast track from
Yeah.
Alberta.
Is he from Alberta?
Fort Saskatchewan, yeah.
Oh, interesting. I didn't even realize that. Fort
Fort
Saskatchewan's
Sask.
sneaky, man. There's a lot of guys that come out of there. All the docks, like,
Fort Sask. Nothing else to do up there. Just play hockey and
yeah,
watch the Oilers games.
yeah. It's a shitty little town. Like, it's not a fun place to be. My dad used to live there for a bit. Like, I would go visit him. I was like, what is this place?
What is this place?
It's just like Edmonton's like throwaway side town.
I
like, like Edmonton's bad enough, let alone Fort Saskatchewan.
don't mind Edmonton. I think it's
Really?
a sneaky, fun little town.
Really?
Gets a bad rap though.
Yeah, it does. It does. I haven't been there in a long time, so I guess I can't talk that much shit. But I mean, being always gonna prefer Calgary, at least until they tear the dome down. Then it's not gonna feel like Calgary anymore. Then Calgary's gonna feel like
Yeah.
Edmonton.
The dome's getting pretty close to like how you probably see it almost every day out of your window, but
Yeah,
it's coming along pretty good.
yeah. The new one, yeah. It's every little bit I can see a new wall up or something. The cranes are always going, so yeah. It's
Yeah.
sad. It's sad, man. But
Sad. It's gonna be a sad day when the dome goes down.
yeah, I'll cry 100% if I'm there on the last day. 100%. I hope I can go like the last day so I can try to steal something from
Yeah.
from the arena. I mean, I'm sure I don't know if they're
Fun.
going to allow fans to do it, but I mean, it'd be. I know in past like in football stadiums and stuff, they let fans like take a chair or something like that. Like, but
Yeah,
I
that'd be
don't know
sweet.
what
Get
I would do with a
something.
chair, but I feel like I'd try to grab something. I don't know. Last thing I want to talk about Yossi's Q collar I sent you. This kind of just popped up. I think he's been wearing it for a bit. Uh,
Yeah.
you said you'd never seen anything like it before. So I was interested to talk to you about that, being someone who's obviously played for so long and is on the ice with guys every day and sees kind of little things that guys will do to kind of get a step or improve their game. And this Q collar was super interesting. And on the clip, I'll throw up a picture of it if people haven't seen it. But apparently, the Q collar applies a small amount of pressure to the jugular vein, which allows a slight increase in blood volume inside the head. According to the science, that extra blood volume can help reduce the brain's movement during a collision. So basically, to help him, he's had concussion issues in the past, so it's to help concussion problems. Essentially, it helps protect your brain a little bit more.
Makes sense for sure. I mean, I know, when you're playing, you kind of you're warmed up, you're heated up, your head's probably expanding a little bit in the helmet, and I mean your blood flow is probably moving around a little bit if you can keep it colder. Or I know, I think it was the Horkoff brother or Horkoff's son.
Mm.
He was like taking ice and putting it on his head and on his hands to cool him down and to like keep blood flow and brain flow. So maybe this is like a similar thing. Like you said, it's a kind of a blood flow thing, and you said it stops it from moving around if you get in a collision. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it says the extra blood volume helps reduce the brain's movement during a collision.
So it's more blood volume.
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah. It's like
I mean, if you had concussions in the past, like why wouldn't you wear that? I mean, I've seen a couple guys in Switzerland wear it now. Obviously, Yossi's from Switzerland, so it's probably making its rounds there. I saw there was an NFL guy also wearing it
yeah,
for the Titans. So could
yeah,
be the new trend. Everybody's trying to get that edge, and I mean, if it's injury prevention, if it's performance, like I've seen guys wearing like the nose strip on
hmm
their nose to get more, uh, oxygen, get more breathing in while you're playing. So there's so many different things, everything that you can do, and you might as well try it.
yeah. I think I would definitely do one of those nose strips because I have issues with my nose all the time, just in everyday life. Like I'm always sniffling, trying to because I feel like one side's always plugged up, and I think it's from like a deviated septum from having my nose broken as a kid. Like, just it's tough, man. It annoys the hell out of me. There was a time where I was like, like the nasal spray.
Mhm.
I was taking that every day for a bit, and I was like, I need to
And
stop
then
this
you
because like
then you get
it'll
addicted to it, right?
yeah, and it'll mess up the inside of your nose. Like it'll just flame it.
Oh
It
yeah,
can
and
cause
then you
some
probably
nosebleeds, and
become
it's sensitive.
reliant on it.
But one day I just ran out, and I was like, all right, I'm not. I've had enough of this shit. So I just stopped.
That's enough.
And yeah, you can become reliant on it for sure, because your nose will just start to get plugged up more. It just took me like a couple days of suffering, and my nose went back to normal. I mean, it's normal for me is still one side is plugged up sometimes or partially,
Mhm.
but it's not fully plugged, and I'm not using nasal spray anymore. So
I've never tried it. I mean, the tape does make sense. I know some people use like mouth tape when they're
oh yeah,
training, or mouth tape when they're going to bed at night. So there's like so many different things. Like obviously the cold tubs and hot tubs that everybody has done over the years, and
yeah.
McKinnon says he's lifting heavy. So everybody's trying all these different things. So maybe the next trend will be these Q collars.
Yeah, and if it helps, that's awesome, especially when it comes to concussions. That's something that you're always looking to try to lower the chances of, and especially in sports like hockey and football. So,
For sure.
anything else you want to touch on before we get out of here?
No, I think that's good.
All right. We will this coming out Saturday night. We've already done our streams this week, so we'll see you guys next week for a podcast episode and our BetHog live stream. See you then.
Peace.